want to tell you that your food is scheduled to be here at noon. They are just going to knock on the door when the food's here. At that point, I will try and kind of finish up. If he's not done, we're going to get to a part where I can make a logical pause and you will be given your lunch. It might seem like, oh, let's go ahead and eat while we're hearing testimony. But, one, you need a break. I think it's a good idea you take a little time for lunch. Whether it's 30 minutes or an hour, that's up to you. Also, some of these photographs are not going to be things you want to see when you are eating lunch, of course.
Okay.
So this is your opportunity to kind of lay it out. I know that you were concerned about, I think you said you saw some websites about snitches and so forth.
Yeah.
And so is that from concern from in the community?
Yeah, it could be from anywhere, you know? Could be anywhere. It just be anywhere. I'm not even sure, you know?
We get it. This has caused a lot of people to take sides, and we just want to figure out what happened.
Uh-huh.
We really do.
Uh-huh.
We just want to know what you saw.
Okay.
Is there something specific that you don't want to tell us?
No.
Because I'm concerned that you might have been directly threatened, or there are people, because you keep looking down when you talk about it.
I'm not comfortable. I'm just like, after this, you know, I think of stuff like that. I said, like, you know, everything that I've done, and like I said, I go to work, and I go to the store, and little kids, they recognize me, and lots of people. If I get paid a nickel every time I hear the word superstar, you know, I'll be rich or whatever. I don't know. It's just...
You know you're not in trouble to feel this way. You are not in this alone. You know, you see the news, and there are a lot of other people too who know the position that you're in. And I know that it's a lot different talking when the cameras are rolling than when you're talking to us, because you understand that there are lives that are affected, specifically Michael Brown's parents, also the lives of the officer and Ferguson police officers. Look, I know you are a good person. You have a family that you're concerned with. So if there's something more going on, if you want to explain, and I suspect that there is, we need to do that, okay?
Yeah.
Do you trust us?
Yeah, I trust you.
We had officers 10 feet apart, 5 feet apart, every inch of the crime scene trying to keep people out of it.
These were county officers. Were there Ferguson officers?
County officers, Ferguson officers. I guarantee you there were other neighboring municipality officers there too.
Approximately, if you had to guess, how many police officers were on the scene?
50? 50.
Is that unusual in your experience?
Very unusual.
But you're concerned. That's why you quit doing media interviews?
No, because after that, I just saw I did so many, and all these reporters that come to my house, call my phone, come on my mama's house. I don't know how they got my mama's address. They call my next door neighbor. I don't know how they got her number. It was just like when I get home, it's been good 2 weeks after his death, and they like when I get home, I like to straighten up my apartment. I like to straighten up and make sure that everything's right. I got kids, you know. I like to straighten up and relax. That's the first thing I like to do when I get home. There may be 3 or 4 waiting on me, you know, trying to get a piece of me and stuff like that, whatever. And you know, they throw cameras in my face and say, this is live. And I'm like, okay, whatever. But just after so many of them, it's just like, they hit me. The same night after doing that show, I come back to my home. My fiance came home too, and we kind of had some words exchanged, and she didn't want to give me a kiss or whatever, but normally when she don't do that, I go up and I mess with her. But I didn't bother her at all about that. I just went to the kitchen, started fixing me a sandwich. I got 2 pieces of bread out, and I'm just pacing back and forth in the kitchen. I started sweating and being real nervous. And my fiance walking around, you know, with an attitude. I stop her in the kitchen. I say, look, you know, right now, what you want right now is petty right now. And I just want to tell you right now, I'm feeling very, very sick right now. Very sick. I'm shaking and I'm nervous, and right now I'm scared, you know. It's just that since that day, it's been kind of different. Like I said, my stomach started hurting. Then one morning, Monday morning, on Mondays, I have to be at work at 6 in the morning to go to the office. But I woke up at like 5 something with some real chest pains. So, you know, it was just almost like, you know, something trying to happen, you know.
You still live in Canfield Green, correct?
Yes.
And you know there's been a lot of tension. Have you felt the tension?
Yes.
And you're aware there's a lot of tension, and especially focused in your neighborhood, correct?
Yes.
Do you feel pressure? Whether or not anybody came flat out that was threatening. I'm not asking you that because you said no. I'm asking, did you feel pressure to lie to the federal agents? Do you feel pressure to come in here today and say that you didn't see it when in fact you did?
No.
Okay, so you're saying the reason you lied to federal agents is that you just kind of thought you wanted to be part of it.
Yes.
Here's the thing, you're not in trouble, okay?
Okay.
I want to put you totally at ease. I understand that, you know, you're sitting here talking to federal agents, federal prosecutors, and it can seem scary to anybody, okay?
Uh-huh.
You're not in any trouble as long as you just tell us what you yourself remember.
Yeah.
The best that you can, okay?
Yeah, okay.
As long as you do that, you would only get in trouble if you lied to us.
Yeah.
That's why we want to make sure that you are telling us, we want to know the truth.
Oh, okay.
Whatever side it falls on, whoever it helps, or it doesn't help, or it hurts, we just want to know what happened.
Okay, no problem, no problem.
We don't want you to get worried about getting in trouble. You are a piece of a puzzle, all right? Nothing rises or falls with you, nothing makes or breaks with you. Even though you are on the news media or they're calling you, that doesn't matter. You are a witness on a case like any other case, okay? We just want to know what you yourself heard and saw.
Okay.
We want to know what you actually know. If you're not sure or if you don't recall, we need to know that too, okay?
Okay.
Here's the thing. Like we said before, if we tell you what someone else said,
Absolutely.
what you yourself saw, It is natural when people start telling you things.
Gotcha.
You start putting pieces together. And you may start thinking you know something when in fact you don't.
I understand. I clearly understand.
As you can tell, we've kind of rearranged. We are trying to figure out how to best work the room with the equipment that we have. As you can see, the screen kind of moves. Do you see the wind and the air blowing on it? It's blowing on the screen, but not on you, unfortunately. So we're going to try this out. If this is too annoying, next time we'll try something else. But this is the bigger screen, and we thought maybe it would be easier for everybody to see it. If everybody gets carsick because the pictures are kind of wiggling on there, we'll figure something out. And also, we have some additional fans. I'm going to try and bring in another fan tomorrow to make it a little more comfortable.
If anybody at any point feels like they're feeling, a little overheated, please let me know because we'll take a break. With this door open, when I walk out here, it is way cooler out here than it is in here. If you ever feel like, you're not being able to be attentive because of the heat, stop us, okay?
Your child laying on that ground? What if that's your daughter laying up there that the police shot? What would you do? Would you sit there and see somebody else's child that I don't even know lay on that ground? I don't know these kids, but just think, y'all. What if that's your boy? Picture your boy laying on that ground. Picture blood running out his face. Picture that boy's arms wide open and saying, whatever, his hands up in the air. Take your time right now and close your eyes. Please close your eyes. Close your eyes for a minute and just think that's your child, your nephew, your daughter laying on that ground. What would you do? Would you sit there and let him bleed? Would you ask him, can you help him?
So do you have a general distrust of police officers?
Yes, I do.
So you don't like to be...
I don't like them. I know we can't live without police, okay? Because this world would be messed up, You turn on the TV all the time, people killing people every day. But I don't like it when they make a mistake like that and don't try to, straighten it out.
And so when you say you're here of your own free will, you're only here really because I subpoenaed you.
Right, correct.
And have I treated you fairly?
Oh, yeah, right. But do you believe me when I say I just want to be left alone just to live my life, Treat everybody nice. Go to church every now and then. That's all I want,
I think a lot of people would have really rather not have been involved in this. But here we are, right?
Yeah,